so for our last page, this first one, we have an 80 over here, and that's going to make this a isosceles trapezoid. With x and y, they're both going to be supplements to these corner angles. So we'll have 100 in each corner, or with w and y. And then our x, man, I forget what this side is. Whatever this side is over here, you're going to set it equal to 8, x minus 2. I do not have that side. Let's say it was 16. Then you would divide both sides by 8, get a 2 is equal to x minus 2. Add the 2 to the other side, you get x equal to 4. Again, it is not 2. I just don't have that number. But I do have this one that you don't have. Very excited. More importantly, we've got a system equation going to happen right here. We'll have 22 is equal to 2x plus 3y. And we'll have a 35 is equal to 3x plus 5y. And what we're going to want to do is get our y's and our x's equal to each other. I'm going to take, let's multiply this one by 1.5. That'll give us 4.5y. 3x will make it negative, and then negative 33. So all those will be negative. And that'll cancel out my x's. I'll get 2 is equal to 0.5y. So y is going to be equal to 4. Once I know y is 4, I can take it back into any equation. I'll do it with this one. I'll get 22 is equal to 2x plus 12, because y is 4. Subtract 2x equal to 10, x is equal to 5, and this is going to be a kite. My last one, I have all of these x's. X minus 4 is equal to 11, so x is going to be 15. Once I have 15, 2x plus 1, and this is something you don't have on your copy. 2x plus 1 is 31. And then 15 plus 5 is 20. This is going to be an isosceles trapezoid. Now, for my last ones down here, finding the slopes, I'm going up 1 on my y's. I'm going up, how much is that going to be? 4 on my x's, so 1 over 4. From B to C, I'm going down 4 on my y's. I'm going down 1 on my x's, so my slope is positive 4 over 1. For C to D, I'm going down 1 on my y's. I'm going down 4 on my x's, so a slope of positive 1 over 4. You will notice I have parallel lines right here. And my very last one, I'm going from 1 to 5, so up 4. I'm going from 2 to 3, so up 1. My slope is going to be 4. And then that's going to give us another set of parallel lines. So I've got 2 sets of parallel lines. I know at a minimum it's a parallelogram. And I also know, because they are, I've got 4 over 1, 1 over 4. Oh, they're not perpendicular. I thought maybe they're perpendicular, but they're not. So we know at least it's a parallelogram. It could be a rhombus. That's really all we can get extra. So let's do some distance formula. I've got a change of 4 on my x's and a change of 1 on my y's from A to B. I've got a change from 7 to 6. I've got a change of 1 on my x's. I've got a change of 4 on my y's. C to D, change of 4 on my x's, change of 1 on my y's. And if you're doing the distance formula, this is x1 minus x2, and I'm just taking the absolute value of it and dumping it in there. This is y1 minus y2. Dump it in there, absolute value. As when you square, it doesn't matter if it's positive or negative. And then my last one, I'm going from D to A, so a change of 1 in my x's and a change of 4 in my y's. And you'll notice this is all going to be the square root of 17, so all sides are going to be the same. It's a parallelogram, all sides are the same, and that's going to make this a rhombus. All right, my last one. Now I've actually done the visual on this. This does not make a parallelogram in the order that they give you. So in the actual order that it shows up, if you draw this on a grid, it's just a regular quad. When you do the math, it's still just a regular quad, but when you do the math in the A, B, C, D, E order, example, where's A? A is negative 2, negative 3. B is 4, 0. C is 3, 3 positive 2. That's what's wrong. 3 positive 2. And then D is negative 3, negative 1. Never mind. On the other paper, it had a negative right here, and that makes all kinds of havoc. Anyway, let's start with the A to B. So my slope, I'm going up 3 for my y's. I'm going up 6 for my x's. That gives me a slope of 1 over 2. For B to C, I'm going up 2 on my y's, and I'm going down 1 on my x's. For C to D, I'm going down 3 on my y's, and I'm going down 6 on my x's. Gives me a slope of positive 1 over 2. This is a slope of negative 2 over 1. And then D to A, I'm going down 2 on my y's, and I'm going down 1, or up 1 rather, on my x's, and that's negative 2. Now when you look at these, I've got a set of parallel lines, and that's going to give me one set. I've got another set of parallel lines right here. So 2 sets of parallel lines, that makes it a parallelogram at a minimum. And since they are inverses of each other, that means these are all perpendicular lines. So it's now at least a rectangle. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to find my distances for AB. For my distances, I've got 6 squared and 3 squared for A to B. The changes in my x from B to C, I've got a 1, and for my y's, I've got a 2. C to D, I've got, really you can stop right here. You know it's a rectangle, the sides are not going to match. You know it's a rectangle, we could be done. But just for fun, we're going to continue on. C to D, changes in my x is 6 again, changes in my y is 3 again. And then D to A, I've got a change of negative 3, negative 2. I've got a change of 1 for my x. I've got a change of negative 2 for my y's. You'll notice these two are congruent, and these two are congruent, and that's what you would expect on a rectangle. So a rhombus up top and a rectangle down on the bottom. Good luck.